Hi, friends. So, the last month, the last 3 weeks, we have been talking in the Redefining Love community about accountability. And we have had some really, really intense, challenging conversations. So, thank you to everyone in the community who has courageously shown up for those conversations because it's been intense, right? Those who have been there, they know what I'm talking about. But I kind of want to go into our weekend speaking to the idea of a public reckoning, and this notion that maybe accountability requires some kind of public reckoning, and not necessarily. Maybe accountability for you does look like a memoir where you share your truth, or maybe it does look like testifying and calling attention to abuses, but maybe not. Often not, right? Like it's so relative. Accountability, like everything else, is so relative and unique to your own circumstances. So maybe for you, accountability looks like allowing yourself to surround yourself with safe people and have that big hard cry and all of those feelings of shame and guilt and whatever else it might be that you're feeling that you've been avoiding. Maybe it's just really allowing yourself to sit and breathe through those big hard feelings. And that's what accountability looks like for you. Maybe it involves going to therapy. Maybe it involves journaling. There are all kinds of ways to face accountability, and we've got to have that grace element, right? Like, redefining love isn't just accountability, it's not just boundaries, it's not just grace. It requires all three. So that's where that grace comes in, is it's like, how can I meet myself where I'm at right now? And maybe where you're at is a place where you're ready to do some kind of big public reckoning, but maybe not. Maybe it just means finding the courage within yourself to face your big hard feelings that you've been avoiding. It's different for everybody. So if accountability is feeling really scary to you, it might be because you think it requires some kind of big confrontation or some big public display of your experiences, and that it does not have to be that way. There is courage that's required just to sit with yourself in those hard moments and let yourself feel the hard feelings. And one of our community members brought up the point today that we've talked about in the past in the Redefining Love community, but it deserves to be brought into this conversation too, which is sometimes it's not safe physically, emotionally, spiritually. There are all these different ways where a public accounting isn't even safe. Maybe it's not safe for you, or maybe it's not safe for somebody else. So all of those things need to play into your decision on how you explore accountability within yourself, and whether you do that in a public way or a private way. And there is no right or wrong way. And that's the big thing that I think we need to really, probably I should have started with that, with the accountability thing. And so and it's woven throughout, but it's worth just focusing on that the courage that it takes to privately examine where you're at in your healing journey is so important. So thank you to the Redefining Love community that shares so much wisdom. And this weekend, give yourself permission to just be where you're at. And if you're feeling brave and ready, you can sit with that quietly and start that accountability process without involving anybody else. Or just surround yourself with the safe people, the people who you trust to honor where you're at in your journey. So, have a wonderful weekend. I love you all.